On one.
Stamp. Here we go. Ritu immediately tries to close the gap and look to take Stamp down. Stamp shrugs her off and keeps distance for the strikes.
Talking to Coach DJ Jackson, it was interesting to watch them break it down and to show me exactly what they're gonna do if Ritu gets into that crucifix position, or even get control of that right leg, and she preels her up. Ritu again tenacious with that takedown. She's gonna do this for a full 15 minutes, going after those takedowns.
Not to be able to take Stamp down.
I don't know, man. In that Hmong Bow match, she was getting touched up, but she kept that alive and kept coming after it. And then she finally gets her down to the ground.
She's going to be careful of that.
That's going to open up the elbows as well. If she can frame off the head, she's going to be able to slide those elbows through. Hits her with another knee on the entry into that double leg. I thought Ritu might want to try to get her down anyway, but chose to pick her up, put her back against the wall. Interesting strategic move by Ritu.
30 seconds remaining, first round set for 3, a 15-minute match in this championship final. Gut-wrenching knee there from Stamp, chucks for the elbows, tries for the ear of Ritu. Ritu drops down for the double leg again.
She was able to get the takedown, she showed aggression, and she kept the match kind of where she wanted it, and that was up against the wall. She wasn't able to score multiple takedowns.
Ritu used a lot of feints early on the first round.
Yeah, Ritu uses him just as a disguise for that shot. There she goes. She gets that single leg. Now she's in the open. Let's see what she can do here. Stamp's trying to jump onto the back.
Stamp puts her inside her guard. She's looking for something here. A triangle attack. Stamp hoping to sub Ritu Folga.
Let's see if Ritu can pop out of this, get her head out. She's sinking that triangle deep, Michael.
Look at this from Stamp. Can she do it?
Grab the knee, go to the left. Grab the knee, go to the left.
What scenes here in Singapore?
This is a bad spot for Ritu, man, especially as she's starting to turn. That choke's getting a little bit tighter, Michael.
Ritu, grab the knee, go to the left. Right there.
Can Stamp submit her?
Go to the left, Ritu.
They are barking instructions to Ritu in her corner.
Ritu, lay down
Trying
on
to
your side.
coach her out of this predicament.
Ritu, lay down on your side. Grab the knee. Lay down on your left side. On your left side, Ritu. Yes, 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 Ritu. Ritu on your left side.
And Stamp has her in trouble. She's still got her in some trouble. Now what, Dragon?
Looks like she's going after an armbar, possibly. Ritu's got to keep her stacked as Stamp's going to try to extend her body to create pressure on the elbow. Here's Ritu going to utilize those knees to the body, and she might go knees to the head.
Yes.
Stamp is hoping to sub out Ritu. Armbar! Armbar! She got her! She got her! She got her! Stamp Fairtex subs out Ritu! Than anyone else we've ever seen, and she subs out the wrestler Ritu Folga with an armbar.
For your winner, by way of armbar, and now, the one atomweight World Grand Prix champion, Stamp!
Ladies, center. You both know the rules. Let's keep this match clean. Obey my commands at all times. Defend yourself at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do it now, please. Back up. All right, ladies, round one.
To stay on track and get a rematch for the world title belt. And Chatri said earlier this week, Chatri Sityodtong, CEO of One Championship, the winner of this gets to fight for the interim belt.
Elise Anderson immediately gets on her bicycle, throwing feints and a lot of footwork. Elise is coming into this fight in shape. She worked full-time with a nutritionist, strength and conditioning coach. First shot.
Orthodox stance for both. Body kick from Stamp.
Elise is throwing a lot of feints and fakes here and a lot of movement, but Stamp, you can see the Stamp has very relaxed movement. She's pretty much seen everything that you could possibly see standing up in a ring, circle, or cage.
Nice right from Anderson, trying to gauge the distance here. Trying to cut off the angle. A couple of leg kicks from Stamp.
I think she wants to get this thing to the ground. I don't know if she wants to play this game of striking with Stamp Fairtex. A lot of lateral movement, Rich.
Big shots to the left and right. Stamp smells blood. Stamp on the move. And into the clinch they go. Good decision by Anderson to kind of stem the tide momentarily.
But this is where Anderson wants to be. She wants to tie this thing up and drag her to the ground using a headlock. But look at Stamp. Trying to reverse the position and end up on top.
These are those scrambles I was talking about with Stamp. Elise Elise had a good takedown there. How that would have been a problem, and that's an example right there, getting caught in a near triangle.
Stamp beats it right, and then an uppercut with a left from, obviously some blood coming from the right eye of Elise Anderson. She's got the blue gloves on, Stamp in the red gloves. Spinning back fist and a nice one from Anderson.
Varied footwork is giving Stamp a lot of different looks. Stamp likes it when opponents kind of show her the same thing over and over again so she can start to time things.
Stamp did a good job of defending that shot, but she's got to be careful rolling those elbows over because she's not out of trouble in the clinch there with Elise.
But she's got to keep her feet underneath her when she's throwing these shots.
It's interesting, though, when we talked to Elise earlier this week, she said Stamp likes it when you come at her, and she's been coming at her pretty aggressively in this match, so it's almost whether she was trying to fool us or just contrary to what she said her game plan might be.
I like it. Work and encouragement. Sometimes the same thing. All right, a right from Anderson on the exit. Justin Brown said, let's go. Nearing the midpoint of this fight.
You can hear the corner of Elise Anderson saying, throw your hands first. They want hands and then the kick combination to come. Stamp's looking laser focused, trying to time something as Elise Anderson comes in. Elise ties her up with a body lock. You see she's trying to take her right leg and slide it into position so she can work possibly an outside trip.
Oh, huge kick, Stamp! Elise is out!
The body kick!
Wow. Shuts her down! Stamp puts her stamp on the United States here tonight!
Here's a replay right here. They come off the clinch, and right there, Stamp launches that right kick as Elise was backing away.
For your winner, by way of knockout, Stamp!
She was so excited to come to America.
Watch out for the headbutt. Back of the head and spine. You both know the rules. 5 fair, 5 clean. Touch glove if you want. Touch glove if you want. And back your corner.
Will Stamp become a three-sport world champion, or
Go!
will Ham fulfill a lifelong dream and capture championship gold?
This kicking game employed by Stamp, they still yet to kind of find a beat on each other here. You see the battle for the footwork on the lead foot that you're talking about there, Mitch. Stamp's just kind of throwing these kicks out as a feeler. That's probably the first real kick that has landed, and I would count as a significant strike.
Keeping that line of the front lead leg is going to be very important, very key for whoever's controlling the pace.
Stamp's very good at attacking southpaw fighters, especially with that open stance. It opens up some beautiful kicking options for the right leg.
Wasn't that Elise Anderson with southpaw? She caught her with the kick.
Of Stamp is positioning herself perfectly for the right body kick, but it's also putting her out of position for Ham's left hand. So it'll be interesting to see how Ham...
And she's kind of circling towards Ham's power side, but she's circling away on a larger radius, so she's not giving Ham the lane that she needs to throw that left hand.
First 3 minutes of this first round.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's a good feeling out round for both ladies, actually. You know, it's smart. It's a 5-round fight, so.
What are your thoughts, Angela? You know, Olivier's already issued a warning here. Fighters, they have to have a feeling out process. What are your thoughts on that coming in? Because it obviously puts pressure on the athletes, or does it put pressure on the athletes to start throwing with volume?
Yeah, I agree. I think that, you know, the athletes have to be smart when they receive something like that, because it could pressure them the wrong way to make a mistake.
I almost feel like one mistake will cost the other this world championship.
That was a nice little shuffle step Ham did right there to manage that distance and put herself in position to throw that left hand. No takedown attempts yet here in the first as we hit the 30-second mark. This is a 5-round fight. This bout will be judged in its entirety, not round by round. So look at it as like one giant 25-minute round.
Stamp is starting to find a home for that right leg as well.
Easy below.
Ham has won 9 straight, the best of her 15-year career. Meantime, for Stamp, she has landed 4.8 significant strikes per minute over the course of her career, 24 per round.
But Stamp's also finding a good home for the body shots. So let's see round 2.
But a body kick, another one 2 straight body kicks by Stamp.
Yeah, that was her corner telling Stamp to double up on the kicks, and she did just that right out of the gate.
Ham needs to match this aggression. She has to start putting out that jab, changing levels, mixing things up. You do not want to give Stamp this many reads.
So, you know, it's possible. I'm not sure what the game plan is at this point, but yeah, I think she's got to mix it up for sure.
Stamp's almost counter-striking with her, waiting for Ham to initiate a reaction just so she can utilize her speed advantage that she's got.
Stamp barely missed that elbow, but she's picking up her aggression here in this second round. Another body kick by Stamp.
So for a very long time, Ham has only been fighting people that want to grapple with her, that want to press her up against the cage, drag her to the mat. This is the first time in a long time that she's fought a striker, somebody that wants to bang with her. Well, it looks like she's having a hard time getting a read on the rhythm of Stamp.
I like the rhythm that Stamp has. This is a different rhythm. We don't see Stamp just like throwing down like she normally does. It's very calculated, throwing the right hand and then following up, throwing the right leg and then following up with the right hand. Ooh, that came low.
2 kicks to the left arm of Ham.
Ham better be careful with that because Stamp's going to break in that arm.
Angela, it is clear that Stamp has done her homework on Ham. Stamp goes down off of a straight left.
Ham sits down Stamp.
There you go, for sure. That was a big surprise coming in by Ham.
Took several shots on the left arm, stepped in off of one of them and put it right down the middle.
Looks like she was going for a guillotine choke, but that's nowhere near close.
Stamp has the right idea here, you know. She's staying busy off of her back. She's not just holding, she's looking for attacks.
Angela, is this a confidence builder for Ham? On board for Stamp. Oh my goodness!
Saved by the bell.
Unbelievable. Stamp working off her back despite the fact she was taken down. Stamp against Ham. And Angela, is this the best you've ever seen Stamp thus far?
This is a fight. Both ladies are bringing it. I think, you know, they both want this so bad, and they're going to give us their all.
This is where you're going to see Ham's experience come into play, up against the wall, utilizing it to really control the positions, but in those minor separations like that, she needs to be careful of the knees, the kicks, and the elbows.
Yeah, when they disengage in these clinches, Ham needs to make sure that she's the one that takes Stamp's balance. You need to disengage on your terms.
Ham looking to close the distance. Straight right hand for Stamp.
Ooh, she's hurt.
Some knees on the inside.
This could be it, this could be it, this could be it. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Another body shot.
Win for Stamp. She makes history and becomes a 3-sport world champion and the new Anaway mixed martial arts world champion. It is Stamp.
Talk us through the end, Mr. Franklin. The punch.
Look, we've seen this a number of times in Stamp's matches before, right? She hits that initial body shot, and I'll bet if we were on the other camera angle, we would have seen her smiling.
Or your winner, by way of technical knockout, and new undisputed one atomweight MMA champion of the world,
And Star Sports Select 2 on Tyrap TV 32 entering Thailand. Inside the circle, mixed martial arts for Stamp Fairtex and Asha Roka.
If Stamp does decide to shoot in on her.
Good check there from Stamp Fairtex. Asha Roka looking for a chance to get on the inside and fire away with those hands. Catches the kicking there, catches with the hands down, the knees for Asha Roka. Stamp Fairtex. Probing jab, inside thigh kick from Stamp. Roka circling away from the power side of the Kickboxing and Muay Thai world champion. Fakes here from Stamp Fairtex. Don't forget to follow One Championship across all social media on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. High knees and a right
of space in that movement, but you can see how Stamp's got her legs grapevine around the legs of Roca, and she's applying that pressure with her hips. Gonna be very hard for Roca to bump out of that.
She says, I want to be a three-sport world champion. She postures up again. Show the elbow! The elbow! Can she get it? Can she take home the arm of the boxer? No. Stamp Fairtex mounts her once more. Asher Roca has been mounted more times than a pommel horse. Downward elbows there from Stamp Fairtex. Ground and pound from Fairtex. Roca with no place to go. Gives up her back. Fairtex hammering away. Can Roca see out the round? There's the right hand, getting out the distance. Tries to counter the leg kick. She takes a solid right hand and the power is back.
We know just how comfortable she is on the feet, and she seems to be reading Roca pretty well.
Stamp smiles.
And then she's got to move out. She can't stand there, because that's when Fairtex is able to lock up that clinch and start doing damage with the knees. And Stamp tries to go shin to chin.
Oh, left hook right hand from Stamp Fairtex. The old 3-2. Jab 2 from Asher Roca. Stamp goes to the legs. One way to slow down the boxing of Roca is to take out her legs. Another big top thumping leg kick from Stamp Fairtex. Cracks the leg again to Stamp Fairtex. They're going to take their toll on Roca.
She's doing is touching up that inside leg, trying to earn some dividends here in the third round, because it's when Roca closes that distance and starts to flurry with the hands, that's when Stamp's able to answer. Tactics here, just doing the lands.
30 seconds left.
Stamp Fairtex is the queen of kickboxing, the queen of Muay Thai.
Roca's got to be careful. She reaches for one of those outside leg kicks that expose the side of her head. Just like that, Stamp goes high.
Oh, look at the torque. Look at the pivot. Jab 2 from Roca. That's a bit of stuff from the Indian. High knee. The Muay Thai quick from Stamp Fairtex. A barrage of knees from Stamp.
Stamp's going to spin her to the left here. Yep, puts her on her back.
Oh, mounts her again. And she did it easily.
Giving up that arm, though. See how she extends that arm when she's trying to push away from Stamp Fairtex? That arm might as well have a bow on it.
Elbow. Another one. Between the eyes of Asher Roca. Now she gives up her back. Stamp Fairtex softens her up. Roca with no place to go. Roca trying to defend. Stamp Fairtex attached to her back. And a long time to go here. Plenty of time. But Stamp, oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! The submission Thailand wanted to see. The lady they wanted to see it from. Sunk the choke, and Roca had no option but to tap out. Stamp Fairtex.
For your winner, by way of rear naked choke, Stamp Fairtex!
A massive ovation. Stamp biting her tongue. Roca powers through the right hand. Hallelujah. Van Huskett, right hand from Stamp Fairtex. Backs off the knockout queen. An overwhelming 94% of fans tipping a win for Stamp Fairtex. But Pooja Tolma, as we said earlier, is capable of the upset. Pooja Tolma will want to test her wushu striking against the Muay Thai of Stamp. Pooja Tolma's got to get off those side kicks, those rapid-fire hand combinations. Stamp taking her time, seeing what the Indian is made of, testing her mettle.
Stamp Fairtex predicts a head kick KO of Pooja Tolma, and she's starting to set that up now, but that was a beautiful little catch. Redirect, puts Stamp Fairtex on her back, but she pops right back up. Pooja Tolma needs to keep doing that. She needs to put Stamp down, make her work. Oh, she gives up her back as because she tried to sweep the rear naked choke and apply that squeeze. Right now, the right arm of Stamp Fairtex is still on the chin, so it's not quite a choke yet. You can still squeeze on both sides of the artery and still finish, but that's a high-level choke.
The four-time national wushu champion still has the two-sport world champion on the back. Here comes Stamp! This crowd going bananas! Gonna get the full mount. Yes, she does. Drops the ground and power. Stamp Fairtex choosing her mark. Trying to open her up to land the right hand.
Enabled Tomar to squeak out the backside. Now she's attempting to go for that leg. Good defense so far by Stamp Fairtex as she's able to sit up, posture up.
Spins around Stamp Fairtex. It's all one-way traffic. Takes her back again. And stuck with it. Stamp Fairtex, a house on fire. And Pujatoma. Pujatoma in a whole lot of bother. She's been flattened out again. They'll need a spatula to get her off the canvas. Pujatoma nowhere to go. Olivia Cost may stop it. The elbows, but not
Back, and that was pretty much the beginning of the end. Look at Coach Tomar offering up her neck, saying you can take it if you want, but she didn't want it. She just wanted to sit there and drop bombs on her, raining in shot after shot. Eventually, Olivier Coste had to jump in. He saw enough. Called a lot for that one.
The most dangerous woman on the planet, Stamp Fairtex, kickboxing world champion.
Your referee, Mr. Olivier Coste, has called a stop to this contest after 4 minutes and 27 seconds in the first round. For your winner, by way of technical knockout, Stamp Fairtex!
We know how good Stamp Fairtex is in striking. Sunisa Seesen, her combined ring time in 3 matches is only 6 minutes and 28 seconds. 3-0, 3 finishes, 2 knockouts, 1 rear naked choke. But it's been a 3-year hiatus for Seesen. Does Stamp even give her time to settle here? Looping punches early on from Seesen. Looking to become a 3-sport world champion. So far undefeated 4-0 in Muay Thai. There's the Thai clinch of the knees from Stamp Fairtex. 2 knockouts, 1 submission in mixed martial arts so far. Knees from Seesen, but Stamp's knees have the power. Look at the way she digs that point to the knee into the breadbasket of Seesen. Beautiful clinch around the back of the neck. Controlling the neck, you control the head, you control the body in the clinch. Stamp Fairtex, Sunisa Seesen. Seesen, who's beaten Audrey Laura Boniface on her pro debut.
Stamp's very patient here in this opening round. She's just trying to find her distance, blocking some stuff. You can see her going for leg kicks and body kicks. I'd suspect she might be going head hunting if this match reaches the later minutes, but she's devastating inside that clinch. Sunisa's got to do something about that clinch, man. She's getting tore up.
Let's see what Sunisa can do off her back here. Stamp Fairtex inside control. Nicely
she's got to let go of that headlock. Try to work her way back up to her feet. Look at Stamp cutting the back. She's going to take the back. All she's got to do is get that head off, and she might be able to either pound her out or she might look for a rear naked choke.
Is Stamp Fairtex going to go 5-0 in mixed martial arts tonight? Has the back, rains in the knuckles to the face of Sunisa Seesen. Seesen nowhere to go, and referee Nick Chapman says no more. It's another TKO.
Nation inside that clinch. You can almost feel those knees through the screen just lighten her up. And then once she got there, Sunisa didn't really have an answer. She just kind of held onto the head, hoping for a possible stand-up, which is not really a good move. But then Stamp just started teeing off on her, just punched her in the face over and over before Chapman had to jump in and stop that one.
And here is your winner from the red corner, Stamp Fairtex.
The number 1 contender, Stamp Fairtex. The number 5 contender, Jihin Ratchawan. Fairtex from Thailand. Jihin Ratchawan from Malaysia, the Shadow Cat.
Jihin immediately comes out, takes center circle, tries to put Stamp on her back foot, but there comes those kicks that Rich was talking about. Nice little hand combinations on the inside as she shoots in for a double leg.
Stamp ends up on the mount here.
The top position here for Stamp. 2 minutes into this opening round. Jihin trying to escape.
Yeah, Jihin's got to scramble. Good job to create space with the hips, get back into half guard. She's got the underhook on the right side. She's got to stay off her back. She's going to use it to get back up, take the back of Stamp. Beautiful back take right there from Jihin. The shadow calf moving well early on. Nice defense. Man, the balance of Stamp is tremendous. But Jihin's able to muscle her down to the ground.
You know, that was a stand-up that was like 90 seconds in the making the whole way through.
And she comes out with a heavy right followed by a stiff jab inside the final 10 seconds. Fairtex gets to her feet and starts swinging to close round one. We saw that in round one.
Yeah, but it's not going to be enough to win. You have to create offense. You can't just play on defense. You can't lean on that. So she has to create some offense here. She has to be attacking. Even if she's on the bottom, she has to be firing. I know she wants to be safe and defend, but look at that. Nice little touches there by Jihin.
Missed with the first left hook and then found the range to the face of Stamp.
Trading link
Yes.
And then a
nice
straight touch there by Stamp.
For good measure from Stamp, and then another.
That lead hook of Jihin's doing good work. Cocked and loaded, ready to just fire it. But Jihin with this pressure is
straight right to the body, and then that jab to the face of Jihin.
You can see the little snarl that develops on Stamp's face, how she gets focused and intense as she starts to let go of some of these strikes.
Yeah.
Nice left hand there, again landed by Jihin. Great defense. What a sprawl by Stamp Fairtex.
The Jihin's doing her best work when she's moving forward because it doesn't allow Stamp to just get into that timing and keeping her at range with the combinations. You see there, moving forward, caught Stamp on the way in.
Oh, she hurt her with that right hand.
There coming in.
Oh, she jumps around, takes the back, has the arm trapped. Jihin's got to defend. She's got to peel that arm off of her head. It's getting tighter.
One on Prime Video 2.
Good back and forth action. Jihin's trying to keep her boxing nice and tight, but she got caught.
She got caught. She's on her back. And now a barrage from Stamp Fairtex.
This is what we talked about. Jihin standing in front of her rather than pressuring forward into that clinch.
Heavy elbows. Jihin bleeding from the mouth.
Big shot by the #1 contender as she's got Jihin Rajwan on her back, dropping elbows.
Absolutely hammering away.
Transitions to the head control, and that just eliminates the posturing ability of Stamp. But Stamp still finds a way to create a little bit of space and then start dropping the elbows.
You see the damage to the mouth. 3 big elbows to the face.
She's out. But Jihin's on top. What a scramble by Stamp. Stamp's going after her leg.
Stamp's going after a leg lock.
40 seconds remaining as the action picks up.
Look at Stamp Fairtex striking on the knee.
Stamp trying to lock it in.
This would be crazy if Stamp wins via VR.
Jihin's not done yet.
10 seconds. Final 5 seconds of this very entertaining fight. Women's MMA on her back. Stamp, and that's it. Stamp Fairtex. Jihin Rajwan. Entertaining stuff from these two women.
In favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Stamp Fairtex.
Tôi 3 ยก kickboxing ห้ามซกห้าม holding นะโอเคชนมือ
These two found out they would fight kickboxing strawweight just yesterday.
Judge time. Ready, choke!
A battle of Thai fighters here in Bangkok doesn't get a whole lot better than this.
And you can see the size difference that Supergirl has as she immediately starts to push forward and let those hands go.
Supergirl not going to play games here tonight, Rich.
This is what I was was talking about with Supergirl, she does press forward. She is a forward pressure fighter, and that's why I was saying Stamp needs to get out of the gates quickly because the shielding at the end.
Supergirl, 8-inch reach advantage, 9 pounds heavier, coming in, big straight right, and on the defense early on is Stamp.
I feel like that counter right hand that Stamp's throwing as Supergirl rushes forward.
19 years of age. A Supergirl. Nice exchange there. Oh, and a big right and a left hook. Supergirl looking good.
Yeah, Supergirl is going hands heavy early. She goes low kick. I'd like to see her start mixing up these combinations. Stamp's countering with that right hand really well. She likes to get really tight. She likes to get inside that clinch range, but you can see how she's kind of adjusted her style to these kickboxing rules.
Stamp taking heavy shots with her back against the wall, and then a big right on the exit. Oh, nice flurry and a combination from Stamp. Good stuff in the opening round as they trade leather.
Yeah, Supergirl's trying to bully the smaller Stamp Fairtex around the circle, but Stamp's doing a good job utilizing that movement. She's got to be careful not to get trapped up against that fence, though.
Big right, Stamp. Stamp with the outside leg kick and another right. Gets round one. 10-point must system here.
As of yesterday, they were both preparing for completely different opponents with completely different styles in sports, so this has got to be a difficult adjustment.
And he will join us, DJ will, here live to help us call the 3 world title fights later on.
Nice right hand by Stamp there.
But this forward pressure and this aggression that Supergirl is showing is going to score very well in the judges' eyes.
Absolutely. I think Stamp is having problems with this because normally she's catching the leg right there, stopping the forward pressure.
Score, Rich. I was hoping yeah, but Stamp's landing with a little bit more accuracy, but the forward pressure and the aggression is definitely being showcased by Supergirl.
Stamp with a heavy right and the outside leg kick. Big exchange here, Supergirl. This is outstanding.
I love the reaction from Supergirl.
In the center of the one circle, they trade leather.
Looks like Stamp almost tucks her chin down and just starts swinging with those punches.
Stamp, the veteran of the two, but Supergirl, again, taking this fight just yesterday. Both of them had different opponents until yesterday, but they look ready to roll.
It could be 1-1 right now, but I'm not quite sure. But so it could be anybody's game. And Stamp carries that knockout power. See, there's that catch you were talking about, Rich. She couldn't hold it back.
Supergirl's laughing it off. Stamp knows what she did. Olivier's giving him the warning.
2.5 minutes to go. Strawweight kickboxing bout. Stamp and Supergirl. Stamp with the red gloves. Supergirl in the blue. Body kick from Stamp on a leg.
It's going to be massive for her. Propelling her forward. It's just 19 years old.
Less than 24 hours notice as well.
Listen, I'm going to defend the girl here, Stamp. You know, she was actually preparing for a match. She was hybrid with some MMA guys, so she hasn't been doing just complete stand-up here, which we saw.
Well, he's supposed to fight Anissa Mexen in an exhibition, mixed rules, 4 rounds. And Anissa Mexen, it made perfect sense for these two to come together, and they have provided us with great entertainment here.
Stamp.
Big shot to the face from Stamp, and then she takes a couple. Beautiful exchange.
Tried to catch it again and quickly remembered that she was not able to do the good part about Stamp, though. To move up in this weight, to go to strawweight like this.
8-inch reach advantage.
They've both been running at pace this entire fight.
How great is this? A couple of Thai fighters here in Bangkok putting on a show.
This could still be anybody's round, Brent. This is a close round. Although Supergirl is still coming forward, as Mitch keeps talking about, and that's going to score on the judge's scorecard. She's been hit with some big shots that have snapped her head back. But if I was Stamp, I would not be taking my foot off the gas pedal right here.
And this one comes to a finish.
close. You think it's close? I think it's close.
Your winner by split decision, Stamp Fairtex!
Of an athlete sticking perfectly to a game plan. I've seen thousands of bouts over the last 26 years. Let's see what emerges here between the strength and power of Fairtex.
Kick a Muay Thai matches, so you gotta wonder, how is the rule set gonna affect how this match is played out?
Knees are permitted, you can clinch for 5 seconds and deliver as many knees as you like. Stamp comes forward, thought about the knees, the champion got out of range. Now they tie up and Fairtex ducks onto the canvas. Good defense there from Kai-Ting Chuang. She comes forward, jab right hand, and there's a solid right hand counter from Stamp Fairtex.
Can't clinch, you can't re-throw like that.
Well, no, you can clinch a knee, Mitch. You can clinch and throw as many knees as you want inside of 5 seconds, that's fine. There'll be a lot more movement for the Killer Bee from China. There's the right hand down the tube after a left hook from Kai-Ting Chuang. Goes to the outside, leads back. Final 10 seconds. Kai-Ting Chuang has not figured out Stamp Fairtex yet. Fake there from Stamp Fairtex, throws the tip kick to the chest. Front kick there. Will she plant herself and test her boxing against Stamp Fairtex? Nice left hook to her, right cross combination, the old 3-2 there from the champion. Absolutely in adoration of Stamp Fairtex. Every time she lands, they scream, they roar, and the champion staggers backwards. What's going on there? Roundhouse misses for Stamp Fairtex. Kai-Ting Chuang blitzes on the inside. Stamp ties her up. And that one maybe throws down the knees. Charges in again. Now she ties up Stamp Fairtex. And if anybody can figure it out, it's her. Left hook from Kai-Ting Chuang. One of the best punches of the match so far. Did a little dance for the audience. She is superbly confident.
See, there's Kai-Ting Chuang. She came in, she took a body kick, but then she answered right back, and immediately Stamp was clinching up. Better round for Kai-Ting Chuang. There she is. She blitzes in, lands the hook. Stamp does not like the punches. That's what we need to see more of. She's got 2 more rounds to do it, and I think if she can keep this kind of pace, if she can keep this kind of work rate going on, but she's got to be more effective.
Kai-Ting Chuang. Stamp Fairtex not as active here in this round. Just evades the spinning back fist. And another dump there from Stamp Fairtex. Fairtex pulls the trigger on the roundhouse kick. Kai-Ting Chuang 15-4 record, 17-5 pro kickboxing record.
Kai-Ting Chuang, she rushes in, she likes to lead with the jab, spin around, boom, angles out, nice little catch there on the left hand. That's when she jumped over Stamp Fairtex. Again, she's rushing in, she's putting the punches together, she's trying to close that distance, but then, right there, boom, she's nice and tight, flying over the ropes there at Stamp, back into space. She likes to spin, that seems to be kind of where she's doing a lot of her damage, but Rich, she's not changing her game plan. She's sticking to the same thing. Stamp might be slowing down a bit, not landing effective.
Intimidating presence. Walks around 8 kilos heavier. A lot taller. Bigger reach than the champion. Good kick there to the guts from Kai-Ting Chuang. Looks like she wants to play a counter-fighting game here. The champion waiting on Stamp Fairtex, who shoots a nice front kick to the chest of the champion. There's a right roundhouse kick from the challenger. Spinning back fist. That was a beauty. And here are the knees of the midsection from Stamp Fairtex. The power, the mighty power of those knees. Whether she's drifting left or right, I don't think she respects the hand power of the champion. There's a jab too from Kai-Ting Chuang. There's a short knee. That'll score for her. Kai-Ting Chuang needs to put the foot down. She puts it to the chest.
I mean, from some point of view, it looks like Kai-Ting Chuang's the one pushing forward, controlling, the action. She's the one that's going first. She's blitzing in, attacking. She might not be landing,
but can Kai-Ting Chuang, is Kai-Ting Chuang capitalizing enough? There's a nice right hand from the champion. There's a short left hook from the champion. Stamp smiles at her. The 20-year-old Stamp Fairtex. Stamp Fairtex about to etch her name into the annals of history. Or will Kai-Ting Chuang retain the crown?
All three judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And new one kickboxing heavyweight world champion.
Inside the mighty Singapore Indoor Stadium, Janet Todd of the USA has to rely on speed, angles, and precision, and look out for the raw, sheer power. We know in the clinch that Stamp's dumps are tremendous. She locks a leg, tries to counter off the right.
Stamp is able to come right through the middle when she catches that body kick, and she's really found her range with those punches.
Jab 2, nicely done there from Janet Todd. Todd controlling center ring, jabs out. Stamp across the right hand, outside leg kick from Janet Todd. Todd keeping her guard very high, good check to the inside leg kick from the American. Goes to the outside thigh of Stamp, doubles up on it. Fairtex leads him with the right hand. Outside leg kick from Janet Todd, that'll score for her. We really haven't seen Stamp Fairtex wind up her incredible power yet. I dare say, though, it is coming soon. There's the right hand from Stamp Fairtex. There's another right from the tie. And she rattles in her knees.
Yeah, they turn it on in the third and then let everything go in the fourth. And usually they taper off in the fifth if they haven't won. But right now, Stamp's not letting it go. This is a boxing match with knees at this point.
Nice knee there from Stamp Fairtex to the upper rib cage. There's a gut muncher from Janet Todd.
But we're also not seeing the dumps that we saw in Stamp Fairtex's match with Kai-Ting Chuang. She's not utilizing the dumps because she's not getting that forward pressure from Janet Todd. Janet Todd's not rushing forward, so Stamp doesn't have that momentum to twist and torque Janet Todd.
Haven't also seen Stamp Fairtex really wind up those roundhouse kicks. It's been mostly a boxing match from the world's kickboxing champion. Little graze, little cut maybe under the left eye, I should say the right eye of Stamp Fairtex. Circles off to the power side of Janet Todd. Fairtex. Left roundhouse kick ends the third round. Now we're going into round 4. Landing some telling salvos on Stamp Fairtex. Stamp leads him with an overhand elbow. Moves to a clinch. Nice work from the top. Fairtex studying, looking for an opening in the armor of the American. There's no room for error. These gloves will hurt you. Big right hand to open up proceedings for Stamp Fairtex.
Stamp Fairtex, she needs to sleep her. She needs to knock her out at this point. Good, Janet Todd putting those punches together.
2 jabs from Janet Todd. Stamp Fairtex does a quick count of her teeth. Another knee guard and Fairtex dumps her. And Todd probing with the lead hand. Nice left hook there from Janet. Just needed a little more starch behind it. We're going down to the judges in Singapore. Who's going to win? Who's going to take home championship gold?
All 3 judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And now, the One Super Series Atomweight Muay Thai World Champion from the red corner, Stamp Fairtex.
Stamp Fairtex defends against Alma Yunugu. Michael Chavello, Mitch Chilson with you. This one brought to you by Shanghai Media Group. So too Stamp Fairtex, only 21 years old.
Beautiful evasion there, the push kick to land a body kick by Stamp Fairtex.
J2 in a roundhouse kick, tucks it on the left arm of Alma Unicorns. Some Australians in the audience here tonight at the Compilation Arena. The chants go up by Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi! Front kick to the midsection from Unicorn. Right hand lead to an outside leg kick, tenderizing that quadriceps area is the champion, Fairtex.
She's got her body position down. She's avoiding all the dumps and Stamp.
Nicely done from Alma Unicorn.
It's the second time that Stamp's been put down on her butt.
1:10 remains, second round of 5. Main event here tonight, Muay Thai world title on the line. Roundhouse kick to the waist there from the champion, Stamp Fairtex.
Good parry there from Stamp Fairtex.
Capture right hand from Fairtex, goes to the outside thigh. Clinch now from Unicorn, brings the knee up to the right rib cage. Elbow from Stamp Fairtex, uppercut elbow from Fairtex.
Nice jab landed by Unicorn. Let's see if she can put together some jabs. Nice
Capture right hand from Unicorn. Trying to backstab into the corner. Cross up across the face there from Stamp Fairtex.
That little turn that she's doing right there inside the clinch is really controlling Stamp very well. We called Unico a phenom, and she's got experience well beyond her years. A phenom might be a perfect description of this young lady.
18 years old, two-time world champion. Against another two-time world champion.
Two right
the head back of Stamp Fairtex. How about that?
That's two beautiful right hands landed by Fairtex there. You start to see the snarl develop on the face of Fairtex. She's starting to throw heat behind those punches.
Crouchhead armbands around the biceps of Unico. Spinning back elbow from the Aussie. Knees in succession from the tie. And referee, oh no, he breaks them.
Nice.
Meanwhile, though, she's got her hands very full with Alma Unico tonight.
She's going to have to lean on that World Championship experience right now. She's going to have to turn it up.
Scott Moss saying, staying tight with Stamp Fairtex. Keeping close, work the elbows, work the hands. Alma comes over the top with the right elbow.
Forward pressure by Unico to keep. It's like Stamp's fighting with just a pure emotion right now. She's kind of abandoned a lot of her techniques. She's swinging for the fences.
Against the ropes and maybe movement to one of the corners. Low check from Stamp and a right hand. Still though, Alma Unico controlling center ring. Stamp content to stay on the outside. Now goes to a left into the power side of Unico.
Stamp's starting to land though. She's trying to find some success with those hands.
Remaining 4 for 5. They clinch up a chase for the knees. And referee, oh no, he breaks them.
Good evasion there from the right hand by Unico. Nice jab by Stamp. How often have we seen Stamp on the back foot?
And Stamp needs to do her name. She needs to stamp her authority, stamp her place. Stamp again with Unico. Unico backs her up again into the corner. Not where Stamp Fairtex wants to be. Such an historical context for this one. And this is Stamp Fairtex's first ever title defense of her Muay Thai crown. Stamp Fairtex continually on the outside. Not coming off those ropes. Now she does with a flurry, but then she drifts backwards. Is there an issue with Stamp, or is Alma Unico simply methodically picking her apart?
But Stamp's landing in this round right here, so I mean, this is a very close matchup right now. It could have been 2-2, and Stamp is finding a lot of success.
From Stamp Fairtex.
Unico's not putting the pedal to the metal here. She's kind of giving Stamp a little bit of a break here.
Stamp has scored some very good points in the dying stages. It's going to go down to the judges. It's going to be razor close.
All three judges have called this bout in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, and still one women's atomweight Muay Thai world champion, Stamp Fairtex.
It was an amazing contest.
Ready?
At 22 years old, she was left homeless after getting out of an abusive relationship with her boyfriend, who was sent to jail. won by knockout in just 30 seconds. And she eats a double left hand from Killer Bee Nguyen. Gut-wrenching knees now from Stamp Fairtex. Ram goes B to the canvas. Short knee to the deltoid. And Killer Bee back to her feet.
Prix Nguyen says that Stamp Fairtex doesn't understand the range as well as she does inside mixed martial arts. There's too many different changes.
Oh, the Muay Thai kick!
The knee!
She folds her in half like a piano accordion with those knees. The power, the precision. Hooks the leg, does Killer Bee, gives up on it now. Walking knee to the half area. Stamp Fairtex top position, ground and pound. Gut muncher, looking for a takedown. Bee backs her against the ropes. Elbow with a hairline. And Nguyen back shot. Stamp smiles at her. A good way to train for balance in mixed martial arts is through Muay Thai. You see in Muay Thai, you execute the duck. You throw your opponent to the canvas. And you learn to defend against being ducked. Here's the hand from Stamp Fairtex. Smack back. And Bee rallies back. Southpaw stance on the Vietnamese American. On the inside is the Muay Thai clinch of Stamp. That's proving the difference in the phone booth. And Prix Nguyen rallies back.
That's when the flair starts to come out of Stamp. But look at some of these exchanges. Prix Nguyen holding her own against the two-sport queen. But there it is, inside the clinch. And then when she exits.
Intestinal fortitude and massive heart on Prix Nguyen. Big inside with a kick there from Fairtex. Lifted the lead leg of Prix Nguyen. Stamp Fairtex taking her time. Is she going to counter the Killer Bee? It's a roundhouse kick and a potent right hand. Another roundhouse kick to the waist there from Stamp Fairtex. And a two-division Northeast Thailand champion. But more so, she is a two-sport One Super Series world champion in both kickboxing and Muay Thai. On the One Championship roster. Muay Thai clinch again. Uppercut elbow from Stamp Fairtex. The big looping hand from Stamp.
But Bee's doing a good job here in the stand-up exchanges. Yeah, she got caught with a knee right there, but there she is, landed an inside kick.
He's Prix Nguyen's most impressive performance in One Championship.
Especially with the strikerly capability of Stamp.
Have a look at Prix Nguyen now. Stamp Fairtex backs her up to the right hand, and Bee straight back into it. The heart, the intestinal fortitude, the courage. Work the body, go to the jaw, hurt. Stamp Fairtex. But when you go to the inside, you've got to watch that vice-like grip. The Muay Thai clinch.
Starting to touch the champ.
Once again, only 14% of fans have Prix Nguyen for the win. Bodies then head, changing levels. Good outside kick. Counter right hand there from Stamp Fairtex. Rock the head back. Highlands roundhouse for Prix Nguyen. Here comes Stamp. Hurls the right hand to the jaw. She thought she'd put Nguyen out in 2 rounds. It hasn't been the case. Prix Nguyen still here. There are so many ramifications to the result here. You know that in Hawaii, the world champion Angela Lee is watching this fight on PR Live. Keeping a close eye. Final 10 seconds now. Stamp Fairtex, clinching knee, misses the target. Bee goes high with a left roundhouse kick.
All 3 judges have called this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from the red corner, Stamp Fairtex.
Because now we'll determine who goes through to the semi-finals. Stamp Fairtex, kickboxing world champion, says she will tap her out again. Tentative start here. They know what each other possesses. Jab from Stamp.
Action!
Not over-rushing herself here, Stamp Fairtex. Just seeing what opens up on Rasohinya-Mitch.
Stamp's got to sprawl heavy, but Rasohinya is able to turn the corner of that single leg and put Stamp down. Now she works into a cradle.
Standing guillotine attempt from Rasohinya. Don't forget you can vote for who you want to see in the semi-finals. OneFC.com/vote. And Stamp is out of trouble. Rasohinya takes her down again. Mitch is so excited he's choking over it. Mitch up. Well, have a look, Rossi. Oh, nice knee to the midsection. Lifted her off the canvas. That's usually what Stamp Fairtex does to opponents with their Muay Thai. But Rasahinya ragdolling her here in the first round. Beautiful work from Rasahinya in control. Another knee from Rasahinya. Another one to the head of Stamp Fairtex.
Defended the head and arm. Now she's taking the back of Rasahinya. Got that choke in. What a turn of the tables here. I can't tell if it's underneath the chin, but it looks pretty close. It is under the chin. Rasahinya's going to try to pry that top arm off of her head to defend this choke. Look at that left arm. That's right underneath the chin of Rasahinya.
Can Stamp start to sling those legs? Can she get on the inside and work those Muay Thai knees in her clinch? Rasahinya
Has to stay very, very tight in a lot of the scrambles because that's when Stamp took her back. But also, because she realizes she's not really in a lot of danger here. You know, it tells a lot, you know, is Rasahinya thinking, is she starting to doubt herself? You know, because if she can't grapple with Stamp, but she does just that, she gets that beautiful double leg takedown.
Neither overextending, neither rushing. What are you seeing there, Dragon?
Rasahinya's got a little bit of damage she's wearing on her face right now. I said earlier, it's just kind of just one big shot thrown, one big kick, one big jab. I'd like to see her start putting punches and combining kicks together.
To stay out of range of that round kick. Is either of these athletes tiring here, Dragon, with about 30 seconds to go in the second?
I think Aliona could be slowing down a little bit because that was an easy stop for Fairtex.
Angela Lee, the world's champion. She's the trophy, I guess you could say. She's the right to compete against for the title, for the winner of the Grand Prix.
Stamp dominated 13 minutes, 14 minutes of the match. Close to 15 minutes, but at 40 minutes and 53 seconds, Aliona is that dangerous that she was able to get that guillotine. Good job to get back to full guard, and she goes right after the arm bar. Sides over. This is important right here for Stamp. Stamp's got to be careful. Oh no, that's bad.
Oh, the arm bar from Rasahinya. Can she take it home? Stamp's in trouble. Stamp fighting against it, fighting for survival in this tournament. Final 20 seconds, jab overhand right there from Stamp Fairtex. It looks like we're going to go down to the judges for this quarterfinal. Right hand doubles up and a second one misses from Stamp. Rasahinya with the hook, spinning back fist just before the bell. And there it is.
Calls this contest in favor of your winner by split decision from the blue corner, Stamp!
Who thinks Stamp striking is overrated. Michael Chavello alongside the Dragon, Mitch Chilson, semi-final number 2. Look out for the rear leg round kicks of Stamp and the boxing of Metzababa. Nice switch kick there from Stamp.
Stamp is trying to take your head off while Julie just looks to try to close that distance with hers. She throws the kick and tries to move forward. Stamp needs to throw a lot of kicks to keep her in that kicking range and keep her away from using those hands.
The confidence on Metzababa to win this contest has been overwhelming. A tiny shadow of doubt that she would not only beat Stamp, but also knock her out.
Heavy leg kicks thrown by Stamp early in the first. Michael, you spoke about the importance of the alternate position.
4 essential components. Turn the hips, pivot on the support foot, swing with the arms, and strike with the lower part of the leg. That's the mechanics of the Muay Thai round kick.
Julie's starting to fall for the feints of Stamp. She's starting to react to a lot of the movements that Stamp's starting to dish out. I'd like to see her start utilizing the jab, close that distance, start utilizing the boxing that we spoke so much of on the walk.
We did expect this one to be a striking battle. Spinning back fist there from Metzababa.
Stamp's rare to engage, or to initiate rather, the grappling. but Julie's didn't really like that range she was at, kind of getting stuck into that kickboxing or the kicking range. She's dangerous inside this area, but Stamp's really strong inside the clinch. Let's see if Stamp transitions to a plum and possibly starts working. There it is. She gets that frame. Julie closes the distance, tries to swamp her, but gets the takedown. Let's see if she can control the hips. Stamp scrambles back up to her feet.
Straight back to her feet, Stamp. Medzababa could throw some knees. Yes, she does indeed off the left leg. Under a minute remaining, first round set for 3. Judged as an overall 15-minute contest.
Stamp's got to figure out how to get some space. She's trying to push down the head, looking for some possible knees there, but Julie's doing a good job. There she goes. Punch your way out of there. When all her weight's on that lead leg, it could pay dividends in the later part of this match, but she's got to start putting some work in on the feet. Nice fake push kick to the jab right there by Stamp.
Switch round kick there from Stamp. Front kick. Cracking roundhouse kick there from Stamp.
And I think Stamp's kind of seeing the same thing, because she said to me earlier this week that Medzababa has great footwork, maybe even better footwork than me, but I plan to neutralize that with the kicking. And Julie is kind of obliging. She's standing in front of her, she's pushing forward, and she's kind of running right into these kicks.
Stamp hasn't found that truly clean blow she's been looking for. Does to the body there, catches the leg, and look at Julie! Rattles off the punches with the right hand. Knee guard put on here by Stamp.
Stamp's got a whizzer, back to neutral 50-50 position. This is where Stamp likes that knee. She likes to open up the arm on the underhook side.
Technique-wise, the elbows and the knees from the Muay Thai stylists, second to none.
Yeah, Stamp is that good of a striker that she will get you rethinking your entire strategy.
We saw that now from Medzababa, effecting a takedown on Stamp. Ties up the legs here. What can the Brazilian do?
Oh, look at that whizzer control. That was a beautiful sweep by Stamp.
And she mounts the Brazilian. How do you do? Stamp Fairtex, top position, drops an elbow. And another one. Measures her with another elbow. Julie tries to buck her off, but Stamp's not going anywhere. Opens her up and drops an elbow between the eyes. Nicely timed by Stamp.
Yeah, Stamp will punish you for trying to take her to the ground.
There it is.
You initiate a grappling exchange with Stamp, she will stop your takedown, put you on your back, and then beat on you like this.
She is trying to fillet her face with elbows. There's the knuckles turned in off the right hand. Stamp is finding the openings with the ground and pound. To the temple, to the jaw, to the bridge of the nose. Medzababa's going to give her back. A Brazilian in a mixed martial arts contest. Could Stamp do it here on Medzababa? Softens her up a little more. 1 minute remaining. Boxing world champion. Looking to submit Julie Medzababa here in the second.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Now it's under the neck. I think it's under the neck. Stamp's trying to lock up that rear naked choke. She's trying to punch her way into the rear naked choke.
We are told, yes, we see her. Ritu Folgat is here circle side watching Stamp and Julie Medzababa.
It's proven, at least in these first 10 minutes, that statement is completely false, because Stamp is lighting her up in this kicking range and looking pretty good doing it. I'd like to see Stamp be a little bit more active. She has to close that distance and be aggressive. She's got 4 minutes to punch her ticket to the World Grand Prix Championship final, and she's got to do something about it.
Spinning back fist there from Medzababa. Also watching closely, Angela Lee, who will take on the winner of that Grand Prix Championship final on December 3rd, whether it be Stamp or Medzababa or Folgat.
Looks kind of like Julie's following Stamp around the circle. You know, with each step, she's not really cutting off the corner. See how she's following her around? As Stamp circles, Julie's just kind of following her, shadowing her as she's moving around.
It's time for Julie to go for it. 3:18 remains in the fight. Front kick there from Stamp. Punt kick from Stamp. Not initiating, though, the Brazilian. Stamp, good switch kick and then a front kick. Nicely doubled up on the left leg. Jumping downward elbow from Julie.
She's trying to close that distance. The flying elbow was there, but Stamp just kicked her away. This is Sparta. Back yourself back up. I want to keep you in my kicking range, and I'm going to do everything I need to keep you there. I also think Stamp understands the dimensions of the circle extremely well, because her footwork is placing her in a perfect position at all times to not get backed up against the wall, even though Julie's coming forward, and create those little angles. See how she circles out? Doesn't stay up against the fence because she knows Julie's dangerous there. Circles out, throws the kick, keeps active.
Thought about the round kick off the back leg, Stamp. She's preferred the round kick off the lead leg tonight, particularly with that switch where she brings the lead foot to the rear and then throws the kick. Who will move on to December 3 and face Ritu Folgut in the World Grand Prix Championship final? Is there a final flurry in the gas tank, in the guts and intestinal fortitude of Julie Metzababa? All the stops to throw caution to the wind and go at Stamp for the next 18 seconds. And Stamp stops her in her tracks again with that lead leg. Fakes it. Final 10 seconds. Maybe a Hail Mary shot from Metzababa. Round kick from Stamp. Flurry off the catch there from Julie Metzababa. And we're going down to the judges.
In favor of your winner, by unanimous decision, from the red corner,